Hey ISG community, this is Aaron. I'm doing a workup on shotguns right now. It's a non-standard weapon by our standards, so we like auto-loading rifles, self-loading rifles for a lot of reasons. We've discussed in the article why the shotgun is not the best choice and how sometimes against our will we're going to have to make it work anyway. So what we're going to do is we're going to learn it as best we can, and that starts with an understanding of a few things. The shotgun's chief problems are low capacity, heavy recoil, and the shot shells. The shot shells themselves don't give you a single projectile that you can accurately put on a specific spot. They give you a pattern, and that pattern can be a little unpredictable. So what we're going to try to do is work around that and then work around the issues of loading and firing. So with the shotgun, the biggest problem that we have is that there's downtime between the moment that you start firing and how quickly you get the next round into the chamber. In this video here, you can see that actuating the forend and cycling the shotgun takes a little bit longer compared to this video here where we use the recoil assisted technique. You can see that the shotgun fires much more quickly and under better control. Okay, so with the shotgun having a small lull in its operating cycle, what we want to do is we want to try to minimize that. And what we do at ISG is we have what we call an inertia or a recoil assisted stroke. Okay, so your normal shotgun pump or the stroke looks like this. Right? So the shotgun recoils and you bring the forearm back and you load the next shell. So what we're going to use is we're going to use the actual recoil of that round going off to cycle the shotgun. And what it's going to look like is something like this. So as the weapon recoils, we're going to apply rearward pressure on the forend of the pump, and we're going to bring that back like this instantly. Okay? And once that's done, our next job is to reacquire the target through our sights. So we're going to come back on target and thrust the forend forward. So again, this will look something like this. So the next thing that we're going to talk about is loading the shotgun. So the big problem is this is a weapon that holds 4 shells in the tube and 1 in the chamber. That's not a lot by anybody's judgment or standards. So we have to keep this thing topped off. The most important thing is to use tactics and techniques to reload while you're moving to cover or while you're behind cover. With a weapon of limited capacity like the shotgun, it's oftentimes going to go dry, so we need to have a plan for that. If I have to, I will fire this weapon until it's empty. Right, so if I get that click, I'm going to pull it back like this and I'm going to leave it open. The shotgun's breech stays open, the forend stays retracted to the rearward position. At that point, I'm going to rotate the weapon this way so I can visually inspect it. I'm going to draw my next shell and I'm going to drop it in the chamber, just like that. So now I have a loaded shotgun. That is the first step when your weapon goes dry, because now if something comes up and I have to reacquire it, I'm not standing here with an empty weapon. Now if it doesn't, I'm going to continue taking shells and feeding them into the magazine. Okay? And the way that I'm going to do this is I'm going to take them out of whichever carrier I have. I'm going to grab them firmly with one hand. I'm going to take and cup my hand like this under the magazine, and I'm going to push them firmly forward one at a time. There are other ways of doing this, and you'll see gun gamers and 3-gun shooters and stuff like that do it a million different ways. What we want to do is minimize the opportunity to drop a shell while we're under pressure. That's going to be the most expedient way to get this tool back into the fight and keep it there. We hope this is helpful. Please leave any comments or questions or concerns that you may have in the comment section. If you enjoyed this, please share it with somebody. We want to try to push our message out and get good people on board and using best practice to make everybody as useful as we possibly can in an age of learned helplessness. Thank you.